So apparently the New York Times editorial page, when it's not defending anti-Semitism coming from particular sources, is also a place for people to spill their feelings about their childhood struggles with sexuality. It's amazing. Half of editorial pages on the left wing are now dedicated to people telling their personal stories about coming to grips with their own orientation. And it's like, why? Okay, so what? So here's the example. Jennifer Finney Boylan, who is a transgender woman, meaning a man who believes that he is a woman, has a piece in the New York Times called Rudolph, the Queerest Holiday Special. It gets better for Misfit Reindeer 2. So now we are to believe that a holiday special constructed in 1964 is actually a secret decoded message about being gay in America. And so we have a long piece about why Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is an inspiration to gay kids the world over. I'm sure that conservatives who love this old holiday chestnut will be infuriated by this suggestion that it is the queerest holiday special ever. Not infuriated, just puzzled why you would think that a holiday special constructed in 1964 is about gay rights. And also why I would care how you interpret Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, this is like a trite entry from your journal diary in your intersectional theory class. But Jennifer Finney Boylan says, if you watch the show without understanding that its central conflict is the way people who are different are constantly shunned and humiliated, well, I don't know what show you're watching. Well, what if that's just a general message that applies to anyone who's ever been bullied? I was viciously bullied in high school. That had nothing to do with sexual orientation. A lot of kids are. But apparently everything is now about sexual orientation. Conservatives seem to miss the point of a lot of things having to do with Christmas, actually. Is it really possible that anyone can watch or read Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol without understanding its fundamental critique of capitalism? Well, no. A Christmas Carol is not really about capitalism so much as it is about the idea that capitalism doesn't solve the problem of the need for charity. Right? Again, this goes back to the fundamental point of the show, which is that free markets and liberty are wondrous, wondrous things. But you also have to have an underlying social fabric in order to promote those things. As for Rudolph, the whole movie feels as LGBTQ friendly to me, says Jennifer Finney Boylan, as any episode of Queer Eye or Steven Universe or the L Word. Well, except for the fact that Rudolph doesn't, have sex with any of the other male reindeer. So aside from that, and the fact that it's a children's special, I'm particularly tired of the hijacking of children's literature and children's special in order to promote political viewpoints on sexual matters. Like, it's a piece of children's literature. Cut it out. The left likes to play this game a lot when it comes to TV. So what they will do is, for example, some members of the LGBTQ community will start saying that SpongeBob SquarePants is like a gay metaphor. And then people are like, what are you talking about? It's ridiculous. Like, stop it. And they'll say, aha, you're upset because we said you're upset by a children's cartoon. It's like, well, no, you're the ones who are hijacking a children's cartoon to make a point about your own sexual orientation. Like, what are you, what? I remember this was a big controversy in the early 90s when some members of the LGBTQ community were suggesting that some of the Teletubbies were gay. And so Jerry Falwell made a comment about, well, the Teletubbies aren't gay, and it's silly to try and hijack children's characters. And left was like, aha, trolled you, troll. How about this? How about you just leave the children's literature alone? Especially because you have a whole wing of children's literature, we've talked about it on the show, that is specifically designed to promote these sexualized viewpoints for children. Can't you just leave Rudolph alone? Like, he's got enough problems without you putting your own issues with sexual orientation on his fragile flying back. Hey, really. The whole article, and it goes on and on and on and on. Just, come on. I hope you enjoyed that clip from The Ben Shapiro Show. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on all of our future content.